Good morning, children. This is Nageshwara, IIT Chemistry faculty. Okay, let us continue. Our topic is nothing but combustion and flame. Combustion and flame. Early in the previous class, we discussed about the one very important concept, that is nothing but the structure of the flame. There we discussed about different zones of the flame. Different zones of the flame. There are three important ones. The first one is innermost zone, middle zone, and outer zone. Afterwards, we discussed about the important one, that is nothing but fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers. Two important fire extinguishers usually we are using, that is nothing but water and carbon dioxide. Water and carbon dioxide. In the today's class, we are going to discuss about the last topic in combustion flame, that is nothing but fuel efficiency. Fuel efficiency. Okay, fuel efficiency. First of all, okay, what is fuel efficiency? That means its strength, how much heat energy it can able to give. How much heat energy it can able to give. Okay, let us discuss about one important definition here, that is nothing but calorific value. Calorific value. Okay, what is meant by calorific value? What is meant by calorific value? For example, when you are taking some food, usually if you want to do work, you need to take some food. Then what will happen? You will get some energy for doing any type of works. If you are not taking any food item, what will happen? You won't get energy. Same like that only. Okay, each and every fuel, okay, it can able to produce some amount of energy. That energy we can call as calorific value. That amount of energy, what we can call calorific value. Now what is meant by calorific value means the amount of heat energy, produced by burning of 1 kg fuel. That means if you burn 1 kg fuel, we have different type of fuels. If you burn this fuel, how much amount of heat energy it is producing? That heat energy we can call as what ma? Calorific value. Okay, understood na? How? When you are taking food, what will happen? You are getting some energy. Then only you can able to do the work. If you are not eating the food, you won't get energy. Then you can't do anything. Same like that only, each and every fuel. That means here, the food what we are taking acting as a fuel. Starting class I discussed. Food is nothing but a fuel. It gives energy to our body for doing any work. Like that only, each and every fuel can able to give some amount of energy. That energy we can call calorific value. The amount of heat energy produced by burning of 1 kg of fuel is nothing but what? Calorific value. This energy we can calculate in kilojoules. Units are nothing but what ma? Kilojoules. Kilojoules. This can be written as kj. For how much we are calculating? Kg. Therefore, these are the units for what ma? Calorific value. Okay. If you are taking it is joules, then it is grams. If you are taking kilojoules, kilograms. Usually we can able to calculate the calorific value for 1 kg. That's why we need to calculate in kilojoules. Therefore, what is meant by calorific value? The amount of heat energy produced by burning of 1 kg of fuel, and the units are nothing but kilojoules. Kilojoules per kg. Different type of fuels are having different type of calorific values. Different type of fuels are having different type of calorific values. Okay, like let us take like petrol for example. Okay, petrol, diesel, okay, kerosene. If we take these type of fuels, these can able to give nearly 45,000 kilojoules per 1 kg. That means they can able to give what ma? 45,000 kilojoules per kg. Okay, 40,000 kilojoules per kg. Okay, if you take like LPG or CNG, these will give nearly 50 to 55,000 kilojoules. Okay, that means either LPG or CNG you can take. These will produce nearly 50 to 55,000. Let us take one more important fuel, that is nothing but hydrogen fuel, which we are using rockets and all. It is give nearly 1,50,000 okay kilojoules per kg. That means based on the fuel, you will get different type of heat energy. Okay, petrol, diesel nearly 45,000, LPG or CNG 50 to 55,000. But when you check the hydrogen fuel, it will give nearly 1,50,000. Okay, that means hydrogen is the fuel which will give more amount of energy when compared to the remaining fuels. Remaining all fuels. Okay, remaining all fuels. Okay, let us discuss one more important one, that is nothing but ideal fuel. When we call a fuel is a ideal fuel or best fuel, we heard one point, that is nothing ideal person. Okay, for example, I may like some person. What is the reason? Means by seeing some quality in that person, I like that person, then he is the ideal person for me. Like that, each and every person, they have their ideal persons in their life based on their qualities. Like that only, when any fuel is called as ideal fuel, is that any fuel comes under ideal fuel? Actually, no fuel comes under ideal fuel. But when you compare with the others, we may take it as this fuel is nothing but ideal fuel compared to the remaining, based on some conditions. But usually when you check, no fuel is called as ideal fuel. Let us see what are the important characteristics of the ideal fuels. Let us see. The first one is nothing but high calorific value. High calorific value. That means the fuel which will give more heat energy, that is the best fuel. If you want to use any fuel, for what purpose you are using? You want to get more energy. The fuel which will give more energy, that is having more calorific value. Therefore, high calorific value, that must be give high calorific value. The second one, least polluted. That means when you burn any fuel, if it will produce some pollution, like some type of gases it will release. If it is not producing that much, if it does not affect the environment, then it is comes under ideal fuel. That means least pollutant or least polluted. It is not supposed to pollute the environment. That is comes under ideal fuel. Next, cheap in cost. Cheap in cost. Okay, it must be cheap. It must be cheap. If it is more cost, means everyone can't able to buy that product. Therefore, it must be cheap. Okay. Next one, easy to carry. That means if you are not able to carry that fuel, if you are not easily transport that fuel, then how? That means we can easily transport that fuel from one place to another place. Then that is also comes under what ma? Ideal fuel. That is also comes under what ma? Ideal fuel. Next one, easy to carry. Least pollutant, cheap in cost, high calorific value, low ignition temperature. Low ignition temperature. That means when any fuel contains low ignition temperature, that means what is meant by ignition temperature? What is meant by ignition temperature? The temperature at which any combustible substances start burning. Okay, different type of combustible substances are having different type of ignition temperature. when you check, when you try to burn a wood piece, it will take more time to burn. But when you burn a paper, it can able to burn very fast when compared to that one. That means different type of substances are having different type of ignition temperature. Therefore, when any fuel called as ideal fuel means it is comes under what ma? Low ignition temperature. The next one, easily available. That means it must be easily available, okay, in the market. If it is not available, then everyone not able to get that one. Am I correct or wrong? Yes, it must be easily available in all places. Then you can able to use that fuel very easily. These are some of the important things for any fuel called as an ideal fuel. Any fuel called as an ideal fuel. Okay. Let us discuss about the last and final one. Burning of fuels. Burning of fuels causes pollution. Very, very important one. Okay, burning of fuels causes pollution. Yes, normally when you burn fuels, what will happen? It will cause pollution. Let us discuss one by one. Usually nowadays for cooking purpose we are using LPG gas cylinders. That means LPG, liquefied petroleum gas we are using. But in olden days, usually people like to use wood as a fuel. That means they will cut off the trees, okay, from the forest, and they are using as a fuel, okay, because that time people usually like to use only wood because low in cost. Sometimes they are not without paying itself only, they are going any forest and they cut off the trees and they are bring to home and they are used as a fuel. Okay, no need to pay there sometimes. Therefore, they are usually like to use only wood. But here, due to more usage of wood as a fuel, what they are doing? They are cutting the trees. Due to cutting the trees, what will happen? The first one, deforestation. Am I correct or wrong? Yes. When you cut more trees, what will happen? Deforestation takes place. If it is deforestation, what will happen? You won't get that much rainfall. Therefore, instead of using wood as a fuel, you are supposed to use only LPG or some other fuels for cooking purposes. Okay, first point. The next one, usually coal, petrol, diesel mainly contains carbon, nitrogen and sulfur. These are the main important elements which are present in three important fuels, that is nothing but coal, petrol, diesel. Coal, petrol, diesel mainly contains carbon, nitrogen and sulfur. Okay, usually if you burn a coal, okay, when complete combustion takes place, that means complete combustion takes place by burning a coal, then it will produce carbon dioxide gas. Okay, if you burn coal, then due to complete combustion, carbon dioxide will release. Normally, carbon dioxide is not harmful. It is not harmful. But if carbon dioxide releasing in more percentage, if it is releasing in more percentage in the environment, then it causes global warming. Very, very important one. Okay, global warming. Due to global warming, what will happen? The temperature rises. That means when you burn a coal due to complete combustion, that means complete combustion takes place, then it will produce what? Carbon dioxide gas. This carbon dioxide gas is not harmful for humans, but if it is releasing more amount means it causes global warming. It causes what ma? global warming. When there is a global warming, what will happen? The temperature may rises. The temperature may rises. Okay. If it is complete combustion means, but in the case of incomplete combustion, for example, due to incomplete combustion, it will produce one gas that is nothing but carbon monoxide. What is that one? Carbon monoxide. This is called carbon dioxide. This is called carbon monoxide. Due to complete combustion, coal releases carbon dioxide. Due to incomplete combustion, coal produces what? Carbon monoxide. This carbon monoxide is harmful gases for human beings, because when you breathe carbon monoxide, then what will happen means it will react the hemoglobin. It will react the hemoglobin. Actually, what is the use of the hemoglobin in our blood? It will carry the oxygen. It will carry the oxygen. But this carbon monoxide react with the hemoglobin and it form one important compound that is nothing but carboxyhemoglobin, and it is converted into what? Carboxyhemoglobin. This carboxyhemoglobin does not carry oxygen in the blood. Are you understood what I am saying? That means due to complete combustion, coal produces carbon dioxide. But due to incomplete combustion, it produces what? Carbon monoxide. This carbon monoxide react with hemoglobin present in our blood and it form a new compound and nothing but carboxyhemoglobin. This carboxyhemoglobin does not carry oxygen in our blood. Okay, then what will happen if there is no carrying of oxygen? You will get different type of diseases. Okay, this is one of the important one, carbon monoxide. Let us see the next one. Okay, due to burning of more fuels, like petrol and diesel, these will produce sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. Okay, due to burning of more fuels like petrol and diesel, these will produce two gases in the atmosphere. Those are nothing but sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. These two gases react with rainwater and produces acids. Acids. These acids causes acid rain. Okay, I think you know. Okay, due to burning of more fuels like petrol and diesel produces two gases are nothing but sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. These two gases react with the rain and they can able to form acids. Due to that acids present in the atmosphere, what will happen? You get acid rains. Due to this acid rains, what will happen? Monuments, buildings, extras will be collapsed. Okay, like Taj Mahal. Why the color of the Taj Mahal is becoming yellowish color from white? What is the reason behind that? Because the near to the Taj Mahal, it is fully industries. That industries, what will happen? They will produce some poisonous gases in the atmosphere, and due to rainfall, what happened? The rain react with the poisonous gases and they are becoming acid rain. Due to that acid rain, what will happen? It will reduce the shiny nature of the Taj Mahal or any other monuments, and sometimes what will happen? Any type of buildings will be causes break. Okay, this is about the acid rain. Here one more important point we need to discuss, that is nothing but, see if you sometimes you may heard some type of death cases because of the breathing problem. That means when you slept inside any closed room, okay, when you slept inside any closed room, okay, you are not supposed to burn any type of wood or any type of fuel inside the room. What will happen sometimes, due to incomplete combustion, it will produce carbon monoxide gas, and what will happen, the percentage of oxygen decreases and percentage of carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide will increase, then it causes death. Then it causes what, ma? Death. That is why instead of using these type of fuels, nowadays we are using what fuels, like CNG and LPG. Okay, because petrol, if you burn a petrol or diesel or coal, what will happen, they will give more pollutants in the atmosphere. But instead of these fuels, if you use like CNG or LPG, these are also produce some type of pollutants in the atmosphere. But when compared to petrol and diesel, CNG releases only less amount of pollutants. That's why these two are comes under somewhat best fuels when compared to the petrol and diesel. Petrol and diesel. CNG means compressed natural gas. LPG means liquefied petroleum gas. Liquefied petroleum gas. This is the chapter about combustion and flame. Combustion and flame. Hope you all understood. Okay, thank you so much.